So Little Mermaid is coming out, everybody. It's coming out in May. And the official trailer just came out May 26, 2023. I want to talk about this. It came out over the Oscars. Of course, they had a segment that was like brought to you by The Little Mermaid. And then they played the trailer during the Oscars. But Rob Marshall directed this, and it's going to be a totally different experience. You know, they're saying, I watched the trailer. I just want to talk about the trailer. We've all watched it here. So I just want to have a little conversation about it. Of course, they've it's a whole different cast. It's live action. I think that, I'm going to tell you, I think that shipwreck crash in the beginning, they did a great job, I think, with that. It really made it realistic. And I think it looked like Prince Eric goes in the water and then Ariel has to save him. I think that was really cool. Prince Eric, right? Prince Eric. Yes. Prince fucking Eric. Funny. You know, he fell in the water. Hi, Mark, save me, you know? And so he falls in the water.
Hi, Mark.
And she's like, I've got you. And she saves him and they kiss. They don't kiss right then, but you know what I'm talking about. There's that sexual tension. But yeah, so I saw this and I thought they did a good job. I really say Melissa McCarthy looks good as Ursula. I was very surprised at that because I wasn't really sure. You didn't really see much, and Ursula is so iconic. And so I was like, oh shit, she sounded like her. She sang like her. Like her voice had that laugh, that cackle. I'll tell you the one thing though, out of all this conversation, this whole trailer, I have no problem with this. I'm like, I'll watch this. It looks good. Visually, it looks awesome. Javier Bardem as King Titan. I'm still kind of like, I kind of laugh about that. Just as I think of him from the Pirates movie, he's like, Jack Sparrow. I'm going to spit when I did that. So I'm like, how's he going to be? I think he's a great actor, but I just think sometimes they put him in some roles. I'm like, how'd you get this role, man? But good for you, you know? So you
could actually understand him in this trailer, which I gave him 2 very enthusiastic. That was like, yes, we can hear him. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus.
Like gargling with the
right.
Yeah, I have no problem with him. The only thing I have a problem with this trailer, I'm gonna tell you, the one thing I have a problem with this trailer is Sebastian. I'm gonna say that right now. He's too real. He's too fucking real. I see Sebastian, I'm like, I want to take his legs off and eat them. And that's horrible. You know what I mean? I want some crab legs right now. He's too real. I mean,
C is for crab. Crabby is for C.
And I think honestly, I think the voice is great. You know, Dahi Diggs. I think he's great. Dahi Diggs. He's great. He's great as that voice. It makes sense. You know, if they couldn't get Shaggy,
give him by the way.
Give him the role.
They couldn't get Shaggy. How dare you, Brian? That is insulting to Dahi Diggs. Okay, please and thank you.
I still think that, you know, for Scuttle. Okay, I like Awkwafina a lot. I do. I like her a lot. Will Ferrell should have been cast in that role as Scuttle. Will Ferrell would have been fucking great. Can you imagine Will Ferrell cracking jokes? It would have been fun. It would have been fun. That's all I'm saying.
It really would have.
But yeah, I mean, I'm just like, the whole Sebastian thing threw me off when I saw it. So what do you want to do with my legs? Eat that shit. Eat that shit.
Yeah, eat them. Boil them up.
Yeah, Seabass. Welcome to Cruise Control, Seabass. Yeah. Sabrina, you saw this trailer. What do you think about this? Are you excited about it? Does it make you amped up for it? Or are you kind of like, well, why are we doing this?
I've kind of been against the whole live action Disney situation because Aladdin was terrible in my opinion. Like I have said before, they added a best friend that didn't exist. Like there's just it just wasn't, the casting was weird to me. Like the fact that the Sultan was tall and skinny and that, you know, Jafar was short and like, I just couldn't get, I don't know. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite Disney movies like that I grew up with. And I was super bummed about it. Lion King, also one of my favorite Disney movies. I saw it, and this is embarrassing to admit out loud on a podcast where people can hear me. I saw that 17 times in the theater. And I was in high school. I was like a junior in high school or something. It wasn't like I was 5. I was an adult and paying for my own movie tickets. And I saw The Lion King 17 times in theaters. So I was also very disappointed with that.
That's a commitment.
So these are like, and it's weird. Like these are my 3 favorite Disney movies: Little Mermaid, Aladdin, and Lion King. So now I'm like, now you're going to destroy Little Mermaid for me. And it's very upsetting. But honestly, now that I've seen this trailer, Melissa McCarthy sounded just like Ursula with that cackle, which I was super happy about. Javier Bardem is understandable. So I'm jazzed about that. Davi Diggs was great as Sebastian in his like one little word. I'm absolutely going to watch it. I hope for the best. Unfortunately, I kind of expect the worst, but I hope for the best, and I'm hopeful. Which
Ariel looks great too. She sounds just like the original. I mean, her voice, like her singing voice, is amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think the two of them have chemistry too. So I don't know. I think it could be good. They spent enough time on it. I think like 3 years or some shit. It's been a long time. Like they started shooting before COVID. So I mean,
I wasn't worried
all.
about her. That's why I didn't mention her. Like she's
Yeah.
wildly talented, has a great voice. I was worried about Javier Bardem. I was not worried about David Diggs either, but I was glad to hear him speak as Sebastian. Like that was great. Like I
They didn't
was
show
like, okay, good,
Flounder.
I'm behind that. No, they did. You did hear his voice though in the beginning of the trailer.
No,
he was talking to
she
her.
showed Flounder though. Give me a
I
little
think
Flounder.
they did show Flounder. She went like this, and he like blew up, and she laughed. Like I think
Is that supposed to be Flounder? Maybe.
No, that's a blowfish.
No, it's a blowfish. Yeah, I mean,
blowfish.
I was gonna say,
Flounder. But you did.
It didn't look like Flounder. Like I said before, Sebastian doesn't look like Sebastian.
I'm gonna guess the flounder looks like a real flounder, so don't get too excited
probably
about it.
I think we need to, like they did with Sonic the Hedgehog, we need to get back in this shit and change these characters, make them a little bit more animated. That's all I'm saying. Jake, you saw this, right? What do you think about the Little Mermaid trailer? Does it make you excited about it? Does it seem like it's going to be good to you? Or do you think it's going to be, I know, like Sabrina was saying, like Aladdin, where you're like, ah, shit, more lobsters?
I don't know. It's interesting. I wonder if they're gonna be like really, really close to the original cartoon script, or if they're gonna pull in some of the original story, because the original story is from like 1803 or something. Like it's really old, and it's more about the contemplation of like life and death and what happens after. It's a fairy tale from a long time ago, and the Little Mermaid is curious about humans because she doesn't want to turn into sea foam after she dies.
I never heard of this.
It's a
Where you get
Danish.
Jake's doing a deep dive.
No, it's like an old Danish fairy tale. It's really, really bizarre. So I wonder if they're gonna keep it light and cartoonish, or if they're gonna delve more into the deeper, darker. Don't go in the woods,
they're keeping
kids.
it
There's
light
creepy
and
stuff.
cartoonish.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna keep it light. I mean, they even had the fireworks at the end, like in the cartoon too. You know, the firework display and stuff. So I feel the big Triton going down. You know what I mean? The big Poseidon's Triton shit. That shit's in there. So I'm guessing it's gonna be very similar to the cartoon. I would think.
Probably. Yeah.
They have to do some variations, and it seems like there's some of the dialogue too. They had that one scene where he's like, "But you lived out in the sea," and she's like, "But Dad, you know, we're the same kind of people," you know. So it seems like they're gonna have a little bit of extra oomph to the dialogue.
Was that a Mickey Mouse voice? Like, what the fuck just happened right there?
Dad, oh my god! I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh my! You know?
Yeah.
Oh my! Maybe. I mean,
that was a lot.
It looks a hell of a lot scarier. That's for sure. That's what one of those people said here in the chat. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I'm excited though. Like I said, I was kind of like not sure about this going in. Of course, they didn't show shit in the teaser. That's kind of how it goes. But after seeing this, it brought me to be like curious and interested, and it actually looks like it's going to be good adaptation. You know, I didn't hate the Aladdin version either. I know Sabrina hated it. I didn't hate it.
I literally.
But how do you replace Robin Williams? You can't.
Well,
I mean,
you don't, and it's not even just Robin Williams. It's everything. It's not just Will Smith. Like the whole thing. It was a lot different. It was a lot different. Guy Ritchie, didn't Guy Ritchie direct? Guy
Ritchie did. Yep, he's doing the next one too, because Aladdin 2 is happening, so he's doing that. And it's gonna be its own kind of script. They're saying everybody's back. Will Smith's back. Ha! You know, he's back. Daddy loves you. He's back. So that's happening.
I wish it was tomorrow because you'd be doing so many shots right now.
I know, right? We're not drinking tonight, so
this is. Like I don't know. Aladdin was so I had high hopes for it because, like I said, I loved it, and because of Guy Ritchie, and it just was not good. It was not good, and I will not change my mind. And I will not be watching the second one.
I'm ready to go under the sea.